Hey chat, how's it going? Welcome to the Monday stream. Heading into the mid of January with some volatility, we could say. Today we saw some wild price action on BTC. Let me pull up. Oh, look at that daily close, man. Not even a single discernible body has been able to to see here on the daily. Just closed on BTC. Actually, excuse me, chat. So as I was just saying, unless you live under a rock, today's price action was pretty wild. We saw the lowest price action on BTC confirmed since November 17, chat. So multi-month lows for BTC today, although it was quite the recovery after the lows. The lows were set before the stock market opened, or maybe just a little bit, a few minutes afterwards. And we were trading way below here. 90k actually went as low as 89k, almost 88k. And then we got some positive, news catalysts on the timeline. Plus, stocks started also recovering, and that's when we saw all this absorption, all this candle that you left to the downside on BTC. We left it behind because the buyers came in, slurped this dip, absorbed all that sell-off, and managed to close, chat, on a red candle, but barely. Actually 0% I have here in Coinbase, just a 100% flat candle, right? Look at that body. So basically no body. I'm not sure I've ever seen this before on BTC. It's so unlikely that you're gonna get a 0% close, but that's what we actually got on here on Coinbase. Actually, let's see it on Binance. There's a Bitstamp. Actually closed green. On Binance, 0.01%. So pretty astonishing price action, let me tell you that, because I'm sure everyone and their mother are looking at this possible head and shoulders here pattern, and usually on bull markets, this kind of pattern leads into a bear trap. Let me explain. For just like for example, you have the left shoulder, then the head, and then the right shoulder, and you have the neckline here, and they usually do something like this. If it's a real bull market, if it's going to be over, then they do something like that, more likely. So welcome everyone, Monday stream, another week. We're just 1 week before Trump gets into office, January 20. And we're already seeing some crazy price action. Remember to click on the like button if you have not already. If you're on X, you can click on that heart button and the retweet, which would do wonders to my exposition to the algorithm. And also, if you're watching on X and you can see the video is sort of robotic, you can also always pull up YouTube, link in my profile, and come talk with me on YouTube. So let's dive right into the chart. So a lot of volume came in today on Coinbase. Actually, highest volume you've seen on Coinbase since January 8. So you took out Fridays and Thursdays volume on the sell-off. Although I reckon most of the volume was basically done on the absorption, on the buying side of things. And since we're looking at this structure, potentially, reversal pattern, which is a large, measure move target to the downside. Let me show you. So the measure move would be like a 15% from here at around 76k. If this actually was going to play out, the technical target for the inverse head and shoulders, for the regular head and shoulders. So basically you could count today as a false bearish breakdown, and usually, Chad, false breakdowns have consequences to the upside. So I'm just gonna say that, right? But keeping it simple here on the daily, as long as you're above 92 and 90k, you're safe. You're at range lows, aka support, and you're in between these two inflection zones, between 90k and 99k basically. And one level is gonna give up, Chad, that's for sure. And I think most of the market participants are on edge, right? They are scared about this level losing to the downside. And that's why you saw the altcoin carnage that happened today. because usually when BTC is losing key levels, that's when Bitcoin dominance goes higher, right? That's when altcoins usually lose the most of their value. Regarding the MACD histogram and the RSI, we have some interesting developments. Let me tell you this, chat. You've been losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram while you have a bullish divergence here. From this low into this low, you have a lower low here on this daily close. And the RSI also has a higher low. So you have a bull div both on the MACD and on the RSI, implying a potential seller's exhaustion right at this structure that we're looking at. And well, this retest to the 200 to the moving average to the Bollinger Bands, I don't like it that much, right? I would like it to be held as support and not as resistance, but I'll just take this huge amount of absorption that we had when we fell below 90K and when we also fell below the Bollinger Bands. And actually, you have not traded below the bands since I think December 23rd here on the daily time frame. And we were saying at the beginning of the stream that basically all this price action might be, due. I mean, not the breakdown itself, but the recovery might be due because of some positive news that came out from Trump, right? I'm not sure if the actual source is I don't know, it's real, but there was consensus on the timeline today that Trump or Trump's team said that they will be taking explicit, and direct communication or instructions on his first day in office, which will be next Monday. So that created expectations amongst market participants and basically give us this recovery. They also said that they're not going to make banks, account their digital assets as liabilities, as they have been accounting so far. That's something I didn't know since I'm not from the US. But apparently, if you're a bank or if you're a financial institution in the US and you hold digital assets, you have to account them as liabilities on your basically tax reports and on your basically all your financial statements. So that could also be a positive news-driven catalyst for next week if actually Trump goes out and says that into his first day in office. So that was the absorption, right? I don't think there are two ways to look at this structure. It's pretty much clean. You have your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder, and you're in between these two key levels, right? 100K, 99K, and 92 to 90K. And what level at some point is gonna give out, and I'm hoping it's gonna be to the upside due to the potential seller's exhaustion that we're watching on both oscillators, chat. On the MACD you have a higher low, and on the RSI you have a higher low, whereas on the chart you have a lower low here on this daily close. So still above support. I wouldn't panic yet. Crazy price action today. I've never seen a candle like this on BTC. Maybe I have, but I forgot. But I've been staring at BTC's chart for almost 5 years every day. So you can take my word for it, I reckon. So yeah, we'll see what's up, what's being developed here today on the markets. Okay. So BTC lowest daily close since yesterday, because it was the same daily close. Bull div on both oscillators. Fell below support briefly, but immediately recovered. Let's go check BTC against the SPX. So BTC against the SPX actually had a larger sell-off than the USD pair. It closed down 0.15%, right? A 0.15% loss into the lowest daily close you've seen since January 9. You fell below the all-time high from March 14, 2021. Look at this level, right? It's been tested and held as support so many times now, Chad, that I'm hoping that we'll get some kind of decisive move out of the lows here, because I don't like when support is tested, so many times and you don't get any follow through. But we also have that possible bullish divergence on the MACD histogram, and you have bearish confluence on the RSI. So that bull dip that we were talking about on BTC USD regarding the oscillators is just presented on one of them on the SPX pair. It's just on the MACD histogram. Let's go see USDT dominance, chat. So USDT dominance actually closed green. This was due to the weakness in altcoins. So you can see that BTC closed absolutely flat and USDT dominance managed to close green, right? Into the highest daily close since January 9, since last Thursday. And look at this ascending channel, right? Potential bear flag or continuation pattern to the downside. You just tested the overbought area, right? Some level that you have not tested since December 23rd, right? Look at that, all that absorption that you had here from range highs of this ascending channel. And now you're holding the hard line, right? This mid-range as support. Look at this higher low here, right at support. You're printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram, so you don't have any kind of a bearish divergence so far on the oscillators, nor the MACD or the RSI so far. RSI is sitting at 55, so still neutral and printing strong positive momentum for 5 days in a row now on USDT dominance. All right. Let's go see dominance. So Bitcoin dominance just closed the highest daily close since December 22nd, printing strong positive momo on the MACD histogram once again, 57 on the RSI, and you can see that you have some sort of inverse and shoulders breakout here, reversal pattern. This will be your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder, and your neckline will be right here on the left shoulder. So the question that we have now is, will it actually perform? Is this inverse head and shoulders gonna give more momentum to the upside, more price action? Because you just confirmed a breakout less than an hour ago, Chad. Here, closing above 58.45%. Your neckline out of this inverse head and shoulders. Let's take a look at the potential measure move. Technical target for this reversal pattern. So almost a 3% from the neckline, giving you above 60% price action on Bitcoin dominance if it actually plays out, because it already got confirmed, right? You just had a daily close above the neckline here. So interesting for Bitcoin strength. Printing strong positive momos, as we were saying, neutral on the RSI, but pretty close to 60 points and being on the bullish control zone. So back above the 200 moving average, with sustained price action, potential higher low regarding this previous low. It doesn't look the best for altcoins, but I think if we want to take a look at altcoins, we have to go see others against BTC, in my opinion, because that's where I might have some sort of edge. So others against BTC, it's in the middle of this reaccumulation rectangle, in my opinion. The same one that Sui had right there. I'm just gonna zoom it out. You can see like the same size, the rectangle, and it's doing something pretty similar, chat, right? You just had a confirmation high, had some kind of confirmation high before the B recovery, and then you came back down and did somewhat of a lower low, held the low, and then it was off to the races. So I'm wondering if others against BTC will do the lower low, right? Will it actually take out that low and some sort of lower low here, and then had the recovery just like what you had here? Look at that. It took out the lows here, held the lower low, and then it was off to the races. And I was also watching some sort of bullish bat here. It's a cipher. Okay, let's go and draw it. So you go from A to B to C and then to an 886. Right around there. So that would be the pattern completion zone of this bullish bat, if actually it's gonna, you know, get that pattern. So interesting, because you do take out, you know, the slow, just like what Sui was doing before, you know, the impulse higher. So at this point, I'm just being patient. I'm just, you know, that it's been a long time that we've been watching this pattern, hoping that it plays out. And at this point, I'm not gonna, you know, change my plan. I'm just gonna stick with it and hopefully see it develop. What basically you don't want to see, and we've been repeating this, you don't want to take out that low, or you don't want to see this go sideways for too long, because those are the two invalidations to this setup right here, this bullish bat harmonic with the type 2 return. That's the type 2 return right here. Then usually you could put like series of higher highs and higher lows, just like you did here, but eventually the invalidation would be losing the low, either losing the low or going sideways for way too long, chat. So that's regarding, you know, altcoins against BTC. Today it wasn't a great day for altcoins, let me tell you that. Others against BTC lost 2.8% of value, going into the lowest daily close since December 21st and closing below the 200 moving average once again, chat. Let's see the oscillators. You're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. You're at 38 on the RSI, so you're below the seller's control area. You're right at the bearish control zone on the RSI. Hopefully they don't keep it down here for too long, right? And you get some kind of reversal. But either way, just gonna go with the macro picture here. 2024 was awful for altcoins against BTC. Look at 2024. 2024 started like hell, even here, like right at the top. It was down only for altcoins. So hopefully 2025 will be quite the opposite, and it'll be up only for altcoins against BTC. Man, sometimes that happens, but definitely BTC will need to do some sort of pump in order to get some nice reaction here on others against BTC, and I reckon that could happen. Like if BTC starts pumping above 100k, above 110k, whatever's the level, then maybe people, retail will FOMO, and the risk, you know, people holding BTC will trickle down the risk curve and will start bidding altcoins to get that nice altcoin season that we're waiting for. All right, let's go see Ethereum. Ethereum had an awful day today. It lost 3.9% of its value. At one point it went sub 3k here, and below the 200 moving average, chat. Ethereum has not been below the 200 moving average, I mean, since November 8th. And we've been saying here between 3k and 3500 is up and down territory, and it just came down into 3k once again. So now the real question is are you going to put down a bottom around this region and actually go back again? Hopefully, potentially building some sort of bull dip, right? You do have the bullish divergence argument on the MACD histogram. You don't have it on the RSI, because the RSI it's lower low, just like the price action's been doing. But on the MACD histogram is a discernible higher low for now. So if you start to reverse here or somewhere near, then you can start to print a nice bull dip reversal, you know, divergence on the MACD histogram, implying potential seller's exhaustion from this low into this low. But until that happens, it's hard to tell, right? It had an awful day, Ethereum, today. No particular reason. I think it was due to when BTC, right, loses a key level such as 90k, every, you know, panic, every altcoin holder and altcoin algorithm just panics, and they panic sold here right below into 3k. So no edge here whatsoever in between these two key areas. You just tested, you know, this support, and you had the lowest price action, as we were saying, chat, lowest price action on Ethereum since November 8. So almost like starting to retrace the Trump pump, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Regarding the oscillators, 36 on the RSI, so back below the bearish control zone, and printing that strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. I added XRP to the watch list here because of the amount of strength that it has. Look at it, it actually closed green. It outperformed BTC, Ethereum, and Solana today, up 0.7%. Man, building strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. 60 points on the RSI, so it's on the bullish control zone. And we've been comparing this chart, right, to what Solana did on 2021. So this is insane. Like, if you told me, I wouldn't believe that XRP is gonna do like what Solana did in 2021. But you can see here similarities, right? Gonna draw it. You can see that it looks pretty similar, right? The higher high, then the lower high into a higher low, lower high into a higher low, then another higher low, and then it was verticality. Basically, you're like, if it's gonna follow the pattern, you're like somewhere around there in XRP. So bullish control zone for XRP, highest daily close since January 11. Bullish pin bar also already starting to catch follow through. You're up 0.8% on the freshly opened candle. So of the majors, I think XRP is the one that looks the best. Not gonna lie, chat. And also look at this. If you look at XRP dominance, hold on. My God. Look at XRP dominance, man. Relentless. 4.5%. And let's even look at the higher time frames, which is more insane. This is the monthly on XRP dominance. Look at this, chat. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Actually, the highest momentum on XRP dominance could be confirmed since January 2019, chat. Multi-year highs for the momentum on the XRP dominance, and the RSI is at 70. It's actually at 70 points, right? The last time that it wasn't 70 was in 2017 when it went berserk, went crazy. And to add everything above that, you know, you had the Bollinger Bands confirming a Bollinger Band breakout, right? Look at the last monthly close. Outside of the bands, now you're catching follow through. Man, I never thought that I would say this, and not even on stream, but I'm bullish XRP, man. It's not that I like it, but just data dependent, and XRP is showing relative strength against the rest of the market. And it also makes sense because Ripple is an American company, and supposedly American crypto projects are going to be benefited the most out of the Trump administration. Okay, let's go into Solana. Solana outperformed Ethereum today, but it was outperformed by XRP and BTC, down 2.9%, so just almost 3% into a bearish engulfing candle. Oh my God, look at this, chat. Following three methods confirmed on Solana into the lowest daily close confirmed since December 22nd. You tapped $169 to a T, chat, and the 200 moving average. Solana has not touched the 200 moving average since October 18, chat, since way before the election. You just tapped it again, but what we just saw was following three methods pattern. So look at this, chat. Education time. Basic single candlestick. I mean, this is not a single candlestick, but basic continuation patterns. Fall in 3 methods, and if you invert it, rise in 3 methods. I mean, it didn't invert the image, but if it was the opposite, you know, bullish engulfing candle, engulfing 3 red candles, it will be rising 3 methods. So you just confirmed that on Solana is usually a follow through, you know, pattern, is implying bearish continuation. But the most important thing about this kind of patterns, chat, well, the first one is that it presents itself, but the second most important thing on which I'm gonna rely to is the follow through. What is going to happen in the next 22 hours and 52 minutes, chat? Is it going to close green or is it going to close red? If it closes red, it catches follow through and you confirm the validity, you know, of this pattern. It's just the market participants telling you this falling 3 methods is real, right? If you get a red close tomorrow. If you don't catch any follow through, I don't get much confidence in the pattern because it could be just an isolated event, you know, or maybe it's just not going to play out this time around. Massive volume coming in on Solana on Binance today. Actually, the highest volume since December 20. As we were saying, lowest daily close confirmed since December 22nd. 200 moving average tapped. And also we've been saying in between 205 170 bucks is up and down territory. You don't have much, you know, you don't have a discernible edge here, right? And we just came into support or range lows, had a nice absorption here at the lows, but it's yet to be seen if this is actually was the low. I can see this going, like, my bias right here, chat, is that we either construct a low right here or we're gonna go lower. Because if we start to print, you know, if we start to fill the wick on Solana and Ethereum, I don't have much confidence, you know, on 170 holding, truth be told. So today's the freshly opened candle is key, in my opinion. It's just my personal opinion, chat, so don't take it, you know, too seriously. But and also I don't do price predictions, but looking at the chart, right, it's interesting. And also I'm gonna show you guys something that's pretty spooky that I actually stole from, I saw from Bitcoin Jack. I don't know if you know him, Twitter, you know, influencer and TA guy. Is pretty nice. He lives in Europe and was pretty big on 2020 2021, but he has taken a back seat, you know, the last few hours, and he showed an interesting fractal that I'm gonna show you guys, going all the way back to 2017. So market top was on December 17, right? 2017. Look at what happened on December 17 of this year. Market top, right? So I'm gonna get a price fractal. Not so sure how he did it, but let's see if I get it. So something like this, maybe. What the hell? Okay, that wasn't the tool I was supposed to. This is the one. All right. Okay, chat. Look at, take a look at this. It's pretty funny. Was it like something like that, I think? All right, so you can see here how similar price action has been on the same date, right? I'm gonna go to, which was December, I think it was that one. So yeah, you can see how similar, you know, it was. We actually had the breakdown today. You can see on that impulse lower. So if this fractal actually turns out to be true, we're going to around mid 80s by early February, right? If it's gonna play out how 2017 top did. But yeah, funny enough, right? The same day, but I think I don't want to like change the dates of She's gonna do it again, chat. So we have like every day by day price action. All right. So I'm gonna try to make it fit without expanding, you know, the time frame of the pattern. Close now. All right. So it was something like that, I think. You can see similarity, right? The sharp drop here, complacency, another higher low to another shoulder, and then I guess we front ran the crash here. But either way, moving on, right? Pretty interesting take from Bitcoin Jack. All right, BTC opening nicely. It's up 0.4% in the freshly open candle. Let's go see ETH BTC, chat. Oh my god, man. All right. ETH BTC, man. You just did the lowest daily close. Oh my god, chat. Since November 20, since basically this cycle lows. Second lowest daily close of the cycle. How about that, chat? How about freaking that for ETH BTC today, with massive volume also popping up today. Highest volume confirmed since December 20. And I'm gonna repeat this like I'm a parrot. You know, we need a higher low structure. You just need to put in a higher low regarding this previous low, because guess what? This was a lower high regarding this previous high, which was also a lower high, which was also a lower high, and this was also a lower high regarding the previous high. So you just have consecutive lower lows and lower highs for so long, for years now. Like bears have had it so easy on ETH BTC. You're also below 3,600 to 3,700, you know, this key inflection zone from history that you definitely want to stay above. Why is not my data to actually... What's wrong with this chart? Come on. Okay, nice. My internet. All right, let's try it again, chat. There we go. So you definitely want to see price action above that level, chat. But more than that, you want to see a higher low structure. RSI at 34, back below the bearish control zone, printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram. Man, it appears that this ticker will never reverse, chat. Apparently. Next logical support, since you're below 3,600, is 29.93, which would be cycle lows. Down below here, below us is just thin air. It's nothing to actually make some kind of a, you know, strong bounce. Yikes, man. Let's go see Sol BTC. Sol BTC lowest daily close confirmed since December 22nd. Below 20.2K. It's key inflection zone from history. Next logical support is at 17.8K. Printing strong negative momentum in the MACD, 37 on the RSI on the bearish control zone. So BTC strength has been relentless for years and years now, chat. Was this just a bear market rally? What you could be wondering. If you look at this chart like this, right? It was the all-time high from 2021 on Sol BTC, and this is technically a lower high structure within this higher time frame, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if this actually did something like this, right? And then maybe a few more years you get the breakout. But that's getting way too ahead of myself. Keeping it level by level. What we've been saying here on Sol BTC is that you potentially have a week of distribution schematic, a type 2 one, right? You're currently on phase D. Last discernible event was the last point of supply right here, the sell off, this lower high regarding this previous high, regarding this previous high. So consecutive lower highs, and now a lower low regarding this previous low, swing low. And yeah, you're below the automatic, response right here. You're in between the AR and the SOW, the sign of weakness. And if, only if, chat, you lose the sign of weakness, you will be confirming distribution down here and entering phase D. I mean phase E, which is the downmark phase. If it happens, right? If you get a drop, and then that's when that happens, right? That's when Sol BTC loses the most amount of its value. Solana, when the Sol token loses the most amount of its value against BTC. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen, right? And we get some kind of confirmation low here. But it's looking sketchy. And also, you could also confirm the distribution, but don't have any follow through to the downside. Don't have any, actual performance of the pattern. So praying for Sol BTC right now, which had a bearish engulfing candle and lowest daily close since December 22nd, printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram once again. You have a hidden bearish divergence here, now confirmed, chat, from this last point supply into this one. You have bearish confluence on the RSI, but a massive hidden bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, now confirmed and printing strong negative momentum. See Sol ETH. Sol ETH actually looks better, trying to hold here above this inflection zone. This key level manufactured on November 6th of 2021. This all-time high tested as support and as resistance, but more times as resistance, right? It was so hard to break out on 2024, and then when you finally had the breakout, you came back down, retested the 200 moving average, retested 54.17 as support. And keeping it simple, chat, I'm not gonna be too worried about market structure here. You do have some sort of a lower low here regarding this previous low, but basically, chat, what I'm gonna go with Sol ETH is just this. It's as easy as that. If you lose this key level, there's 5,800, this 5,800 or 5,720 sats on Sol ETH. I'm not too interested on owning Sol tokens over ETH tokens. But if you're above this level, then it looks way better for Solana, for Sol outperforming ETH. All right. So for now, you close green on almost 1% gain, going for the highest daily close since January 8th, and back above the 200 moving average, chat. That's always good. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Once again, I don't know if this is going to turn out to be just an isolated event or not. And 49 on the RSI, so you're pretty neutral on Sol ETH. All right, let's go into some altcoins, which some of them got destroyed today, chat. Pretty unfortunate. So Optimism still has the higher low structure, close below the 200 moving average, losing $1.81. Next support, it's at $1.65, basically printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram once again. Man, let's see Sui. Sui below this key level. Once again, you did have some nice absorption today, but had a bearish retest to that level. Bearish divergence starting to play out on the RSI. You do have some kind of bear div also here on the MACD histogram, printing strong negative momentum on the MACD. Pepe, man. Pepe had another breakdown below the former all-time high. Look, man, this level on Pepe is no joke. Look at this, manufactured on May 27. This former all-time high from 2024, right? In the middle of 2024's bear market, Pepe had an all-time high right here. That was tested as support here, also here and here. You had a breakdown here a few days ago, and now you have another breakdown. Pepe had the lowest price section seen since December 20. You're printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram once again, and the RSI it's at 40 points, so just 1 point above the bearish control zone. Yikes, man. Wonder if we can get something from Fibs. Look at that 618 retest to the dot. Are you watching this? So you're in the 50% retracement from lows to highs, from the lows from early September into the highs of early December, and you're at the 50% retracement of that level. Deep value areas will be, deep retracement will be below 618 at around 786 here, which also has confluence from this all-time high from March 15. So will we get another bleeding on Pepe just like what it did here? Man, that would suck. This would imply that the market, that BTC has been ranging for way too long. So I'm hoping that won't be the case. What else, chat? And Injective has been bleeding against the rest of the market for a full year, chat. Since December 23rd. Since December 2023, the Injective saw this buying climax. You could be painting, some kind of reversal pattern. You do have a left shoulder ahead and now potentially a right shoulder. But time will tell, chat. Let's see Ave. Oof, Ave, man, sitting right below resistance. Look at the last time that you had this bearish retest to $300. But you just did your 4th green consecutive day in a row. It's pretty nice. Losing that negative momentum in the MACD histogram and 43 on the RSI. And you could develop a massive hidden bullish divergence here. Look at this low and this huge lower low where you're doing a higher low in the chart. Potentially going for a hidden bull div here on Aave. But you need to reclaim 300 basically regarding market structure. Man, meme coins have been getting wrecked. Even MOG here is down considerably since the Coinbase listing. Actually, Pepe and MOG, man, they marked the top on the Coinbase listing. Sitting at the 200 moving average, actually just below it, into the lowest daily close confirmed mug since November 4, since before the election, printing strong negative Momo on the MACD, 37 on the RSI, on the bearish control zone. A steady uptrend though on the higher time frames. Excuse me, chat. Let's see, ENA, Ethena. Oh man, look at this. Man, look at this support on Ethena, but look at this crash. Lowest daily candle close. Lowest price action on Ethena since November 29, printing massive negative momentum on the MACD histogram. And here, 80 cents holding a support, basically. Right here, look at that level. Look at this cluster. Here, the support, right, from this daily close into this daily close right here. And also there's a wick to the upside. Was held as support today, chat. Look at this daily candle. Definitely lost, close on a 99% loss. And massive volume also came in on Binance. I reckon it could have been perps, could have been futures, you know. You see, well, this is the spot ticker. So, yeah, never mind. Here on ENA though, you did a lower high regarding the previous high. Just telling you guys, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but if I'm gonna put my bear costume on, right? If we're gonna be bearish, this is a cycle lower high regarding this high, and that could imply, you know, more reaccumulation before, you know, breaking higher. So that would imply that 2025 is going to be awful. Not only 2025, but into like 2026. Or maybe 2025, let's see. Yeah, just 2025. But this could imply that the beginning of 2025 could be awful, chat. But I'm hoping this is just a bad dream, right? Because the argument's definitely there. Look at this. It's a lower high regarding this previous high. So hopefully there's not such a big retracement on ENA. Look at that, you know, into 786, and then you reverse. You start to print some kind of higher highs, higher lows. Man. It's crazy how this cycle has been so into rotations, right? If you didn't catch memes, right, and during the summer or during early 2024, and you long memes into, for example, the presidential election, and then you had this utility pump and you didn't catch it, and then you bought up here, and maybe now you're gonna get carnage. It's been exhausting. I know that you're tired too. Hyperliquids are trying to print the bottom, also printing 4 consecutive green candles in a row. And Hyperliquid is trading almost the same as Aave right here. Almost the same. I wonder if Aave actually topped on December 21st. No, at around December 21st, but it was like almost the same timing. And I have not realized how Hyperliquid and Aave has been trading like at the same pace, give or take. But if I were to bet on one, I would probably bet on Hyperliquid since it's a new coin, right? Ondo already red, down 2%. We need that others against BTC bottom, man. Mumu actually closed red. I mean green. That's pretty nice. Closed on a 2.4% recovery. You do have a bull dev here on the RSI, and potentially on the MACD histogram here too. Look at this low into this higher low. You're in the middle of nowhere though. Like, you're below former all-time high levels. Massive retracement from the top. Not even the top, man, but from this pump, complacency. If you bought chat, if you bought Mumu on November 14, if you bought on the highs of the day, you're down 83% in like 2 months. 83%, chat. It's bananas. Retardio still looking somewhat good. You know, had a bearish engulfing candle, down 5%, 5.1%. Holding this level here, this key level at 71 cents, at 70 cents basically, between 69 and 79 cents. You do have this bullish cipher into a potential type 2 return already. Let's see if this is actually going to reverse to the upside. Popcat also got destroyed today, but did some sort of recovery. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed, down 4%. You also have a bullish divergence both on the MACD and on the RSI. Looking like they might reverse soon, chat. Maybe into some kind of relief or a full-on reversal. But there are memes like Mumu, Popcat. They're starting to show signs of seller's exhaustion. And of course, they're down tremendously, and the chart looks awful. But that's when usually, right, you get these opportunities on potential reversals. Cerebro, did it close? Actually, it closed green, man. Look at that. This looks like a dragonfly doji here on Cerebro, like a bottoming single candlestick pattern. Actually, let's Google it, chat. Pretty nice, right? You were doing 11 red consecutive days on Cerebro. You took out the range lows, right? Cerebro got listed, I think, maybe on January 2nd or January 3rd on Binance perps, right? On Binance futures, and since then it did 10 red consecutive candles into today, which was actually green with high volume, into a dragonfly doji potential reversal zone. Like we say with single candlestick patterns, you don't go with just a pattern, you go with the follow through. So tomorrow it'll be key for Cerebro if they actually gonna start to print some sort of a bottom here. Massive amounts of negative momentum came in, 38 on the RSI, so on the bearish control zone. Actually, the best performing ticker on AI regarding the large caps was Farcoin, already up 4% on the fresh candle. Oh my god, look at that, a 40% candle on Farcoin, the highest daily close since January 8th. You're losing that negative momentum in the MACD, 55 on the RSI. I don't like this structure that much. This could easily turn into a head and shoulders. You have the left shoulder, the massive head here. I'm hoping that this does not do something like that, right? And keep distributing. That will be awful for Farcoin and the rest of the AI agents. AIXBT, red day, closed down 6%. Printed strong negative Momo on the MACD histogram. Opus coin, down 3%, losing that positive moment in the MACD histogram. Let's see some Sol utility here. Jupiter, down 3.5%, took out the lows but had some recovery. And Jupiter, man, at the lowest price section you've seen. Did you actually take out those lows? You didn't. Lowest price action on Jupiter since October 10. So chat, this tickers, this coins, and I'm not talking about S coins here. I'm not talking like low caps, you know, which don't have any utility. This is a massive decentralized exchange on Solana that has huge amount of that's pulling big numbers, has like a big amount of users, right? And the chart looks like this, completely sideways. You did have some pump on the early 2024, but most of the altcoins that don't look great, chat. I mean, they could start to look great soon, but what are we talking about here? Do we have some sort of a cipher here? I know it's not textbook, but let's actually draw it.
Meet me halfway where the sun goes down, when the crashing of waves is the only sound.
886 could be, you know, but you're not catching any follow through so far. So you do have an M shape. But yeah, man, Radium has been following Solana pretty closely, so actually outperformed Solana significantly, up down 0.6% today. Bullish convergence on the oscillators, losing negative momo on the MACD histogram. I mean, you did print a strong negative momentum, but now potentially losing that negative momentum. 43 on the RSI. Actually looks better than Solana. Amazing. How long? Sometimes I do like when charts look like this, right? When they've been going sideways for extended periods of time, some sort of like reaccumulation. But when will Wormhole do all-time highs? That's what I'm asking. Actually, all-time highs on Binance on Wormhole is at $1.85, and you're sitting at 23 cents right now, chat. 23 freaking cents. Alright, let's go into the screener for just a bit. I want to show you guys something. We've been watching XRP tickers the past few days. Of course, I have not aped any of them, but I want to show you how they've been performing. Like, let's take a look, for example, at Phoenix. We looked at also Army. I was just watching two, I think. I'm sure there's plenty. But look at Phoenix, man. Look at this B recovery, up 22% today. Army, oh my god, man, I missed them both. Can't freaking believe it, man. Compare, like, these are basic JPEG memes. Compare how JPEG memes have been doing on Solana versus the one on XRP. It's just no way to compare them right now. We've been watching Army from down below here, and I was trying to get some capital from other, you know, NFTs and things that I own, but I have not sold them yet. So I haven't been able to actually, you know, buy those XRP, you know, memes. Man, I think they're beta to XRP pretty clearly. You can see how XRP, you know, has been grinding higher, and those memes as well. They've been recovering. DXY just closed red actually. Nice of some sort of bearish pin bar, but no signs of stopping by now, or any signs of slowing down. You did print a weak negative momentum on the MACD. You do have some bearish divergence right there on the momentum, and on the RSI as well. So let's hope that DXY is some sort of like, it's gonna chill out at some point. We need at least some pullback to give relief to risk on assets. What? Damn, I didn't know that. Whatever. Alright, chat. Be going live for over an hour. I think it's enough to start this week. hopefully this week we will turn euphoric once again, and it won't be painful, as painful as people might think, because sentiment's been horrible the past few weeks, and I'm sure a lot of people already left again. So BTC just on hard mode for the past 2 months. BTC was on the same price action as 2 months, November 13th. That's enough to get anyone bored. So thanks for tuning in. Remember to click on that like button on your way out. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at the regular scheduled programming, and hopefully with some green candles across the board. So get some good night's sleep, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace.